What is the economic analysis of law? Why has the economic analysis of law succeeded so spectacularly, especially in the United States, but increasingly also in other countries? Like the rabbit in Australia, economics found a vacant niche in the intellectual ecology of the law and rapidly filled it. To explain the niche, consider the classical definition of some kinds of laws. A law is an obligation backed by a state sanction. Lawmakers often ask, how will a sanction affect behavior? For example, if punitive damages are imposed upon the maker of a defective product, what will happen to the safety and price of the product in the future? Or will the amount of crime decrease if third-time offenders are automatically imprisoned? Lawyers answered such questions in 1960, in much the same way they had 2,000 years earlier, by consulting intuition and any available facts. Economics provided a scientific theory to predict the effects of legal sanctions on behavior. To economists, sanctions look like prices, and presumably people respond to these sanctions much as they respond to prices. People respond to higher prices by consuming less of the more expensive good. Presumably, people also respond to more severe legal sanctions by doing less of the sanctioned activity. Economics has mathematically precise theories, price theory and game theory, and empirically sound methods, statistics and econometrics, for analyzing the effects of the implicit prices that laws attach to behavior. Consider a legal example. Suppose that a manufacturer knows that his product will sometimes injure consumers. How safe will he make the product? For a profit-maximizing firm, the answer depends upon three costs. First, the cost of making the product safer, which depends on its design and manufacture. Second, the manufacturer's legal liability for injuries to consumers. And third, the extent to which injuries discourage consumers from buying the product. The profit-maximizing firm will adjust safety until the cost of additional safety equals the benefit from reduced liability and higher consumer demand for the good. Economics generally provides a behavioral theory to predict how people respond to laws. This theory surpasses intuition, just as science surpasses common sense. The response of people is always relevant to making, revising, repealing, and interpreting laws. A famous essay in law and economics describes the law as a cathedral, a large, ancient, complex, beautiful, mysterious, and sacred building. Behavioral science resembles the mortar between the cathedral's stones, which support the structure everywhere. A prediction can be neutral or loaded with respect to social values. A study finds that higher fines for speeding on a highway will presumably cause less of it. Is this good or bad on balance? The finding does not suggest an answer. In contrast, suppose that a study proves that the additional cost of collecting higher fines exceeds the resulting benefit from fewer accidents. So a higher fine is inefficient. This finding suggests that a higher fine would be bad. Efficiency is always relevant to policymaking because public officials never advocate wasting money. As this example shows, besides neutral predictions. Economics makes loaded predictions. Judges and other officials need a method for evaluating laws, effects on important social values. Economics provides such a method for efficiency. Besides efficiency, economics predicts the effects of laws on another important value, the distribution of income. Among the earliest applications of economics to public policy was its use to predict who really bears the burden of alternative taxes more than other social scientists. Economists understand how laws affect the distribution of income across classes and groups. While almost all economists favor changes that increase efficiency, some economists take sides in disputes about distribution, and others do not take sides. Instead of efficiency or distribution, people in business mostly talk about profits. Much of the work of lawyers aims to increase the profits of businesses, especially by helping businesses to make deals, avoid litigation, and obey regulations. These three activities correspond to three areas of legal practice in large firms: transactions, litigation, and regulation. Efficiency and profitability are so closely related that lawyers can use the efficiency principles in this book to help businesses make more money. Economic efficiency is a comprehensive measure of public benefits that include the profits of firms, the well-being of consumers, and the wages of workers. The logic of maximizing the comprehensive measure, efficiency, is very similar to the logic of maximizing one of its components, profits. A good legal system keeps the profitability of business and the welfare of people aligned, so that the pursuit of profits also benefits the public.